Tonight, News Channel 5 Investigates reveals a secret that Nashville District Attorney General Glenn Funk tried to keep from the public. Hello to you, I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm Hunter Hoagland. That secret, the real story about why TBI agents searched the DA's offices a few weeks back. Glenn Funk had suggested to reporters that agents were there at his request.
But now our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams, has discovered there's a lot more to this story. Phil?
Well, at the time, Glenn Funk put out a statement suggesting that TBI was there after his, quote, invitation. But we've now confirmed what many suspected. Agents were really there executing a search warrant issued by a Davidson County judge looking for evidence of a crime inside the office that's supposed to be fighting crime. This exclusive News Channel 5 video shows TBI agents as they came and went from DA offices back in March, at one point moving en masse from one floor to another. We also saw investigators on the floor where the DA's personal office is located. And later that evening, when we checked back, the TBI was still at work. We were told they expected to be there much of the night, perhaps longer.
Well, the search warrant is not voluntary, and an invitation is.
Veteran lawyer Gary Blackburn says a search warrant issued by a judge has to be based on real evidence. In this case, we're told the judge was criminal court judge Cheryl Blackburn, no relation between her and the attorney.
They had to go to a judge, in this instance Judge Blackburn, and show her that there was probable cause to believe that a crime had been committed and that the area to be searched contained evidence of the crime.
The handling of the investigation of Glenn Funk and his team stands in stark contrast to Funk's investigation of former Mayor Megan Barry. There, when the TBI got a search warrant for Barry's phones, Funk's office made all of the embarrassing details public immediately. In this case, all of the documents relating to the search warrant were filed under seal to keep it from the public, including the evidence used by investigators to justify the search.
You have a policing agency that provides an affidavit.
And that would tell you they've got witnesses.
It would suggest they've got witnesses or other compelling evidence such as writings, emails, and the like.
The rage followed a News Channel 5 investigation that had raised questions about the presence of microphone-equipped cameras around the DA's office, capable of recording conversations of people who did not know someone was listening. Signs warned about video surveillance, but not audio surveillance, which led to an investigation by the state attorney general of whether federal and state wiretapping laws were broken, something the DA denied. What does Michael Brook do to earn $75,000 a year? Our investigation had also raised questions about a retired member of Funk's staff who continued to get paid $75,000 a year with little evidence of work that he actually did for the money. And we uncovered evidence of DA resources being used to help the boss get reelected.
It'd be interesting to know what items were seized, assuming there were.
Gary Blackburn said investigators may have some items under seal to protect witnesses who are cooperating in the investigation of a sitting DA.
So you can have things of that nature. Obviously, when a public official is subject to an investigation, this is something that everyone needs to know. Eventually, it will all be disclosed.
We reached out to General Funk's office for comment on this story, but we never heard back. News Channel 5 has now filed a motion asking the courts to release key documents related to the search, arguing that the public has a right to know about a criminal investigation involving a public official or his office. Curiously, we just learned that General Funk has now joined our motion to open the records. Funk's attorney says he would like to see them as well. Of course, we'll let you know what happens.